He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot. Has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in the...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 17 yards out.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Tyler Scott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end.
Didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Here's Mecole Hardman. This taken in right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Okay.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number, and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's man. Touchdown Bears! An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Come on.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Quickly to Addison here.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Let's go now.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Bronco switch. Reload. Smash.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Hardman on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Vikings send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line.
Here's Hardman to return. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Johnson running right.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Right back to him on first down.
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Let's go.
2nd down and 4.
The give up the middle to Johnson. Trucks over him.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taken in at the 22. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Scott. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 11, a minute 53 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get that to Charbonnet.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Back to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Bears, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem